that's when we want to be very, very, very cautious about those time stealers. The topic I want to talk about tonight is distracted leaders. Distracted leaders, okay? So we do not want to be distracted as leaders, and it is so easy nowadays for us to get distracted. You got cell phones, iPads, emails. Oh my gosh. Listen, you don't even want to know how many emails I have in my personal email account, my business one. I stay on top of that. My personal one. Anyway, but there are so many things that can distract us, so many notifications and people coming by, maybe knocking on your cubicle or knocking on your desk or giving you calls and asking you questions. Some things are unavoidable and everything has a place and a time. And so where we have to be careful is finding that balance so that we are not distracted at times when we shouldn't be distracted. And sometimes it can be so easy. I'm going to tell you it's really going to be important for you to be deliberate. We never hit a goal accidentally. We can only make significant progress by being intentional. So what I want you to do is I want you to think about what is it that may be distracting you. Okay. Is it TikTok? Is it Facebook? Is it Instagram? Is it TV? Is it Netflix? Is it Amazon Prime? Is it, I don't know, the radio? Or do people listen to the radio still? I don't know. Is it maybe hanging out with your friends? Like all of these things are not bad in and of themselves. However, when they start to take us away from what is important, that is when it becomes a problem. So we want to ensure that we are not allowing those things that are just, they're fun or they're for relaxation purposes or they're meant to just help us to maybe wind down or to take our mind off of things. We want to be careful. And I know like there was a book I read called Indistractable, which was really good. I found it on Audible and it's probably on Amazon as well. But it was a guy who had worked with some of these companies maybe earlier on and when they were deciding on how to determine how they could get people on their platforms longer, he had some involvement in that. But then over time now he's become the consumer and he's realized that maybe we did too well of a job. A job. And so he talks about different reasons why we don't want to allow ourselves to be distracted. And then also ways that we can make sure that we don't get distracted. So, for instance, I'll just say for me personally, one thing I do is unless I am specifically expecting a phone call, I leave my phone on do not disturb because for me, there are too many notifications that come through and it just disrupts my peace. I'll just be honest, it disrupts my peace if I hear ding, 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 ding. I like to have quiet time and focus time to get things done. So even with my emails, sometimes I'll just have them shut down until I'm ready to look at them, or I'll look at them at certain points in the day. I don't have them up all the time because for me, it could be easy to get distracted. Like I'm working on one thing and say, oh, an email, and then to start working on that. And then it's like, but this thing is more important, right? So I don't know if you're like me or you may be a little bit different. You may be able to have amazing focus. And if you do in this day and age, I give you kudos and just pay attention to those things that are stealing your time. Now, if it's just, like I said, relaxation time, go for it. Hang out at the beach, hang out with your friends and do whatever you need to during the proper and the appropriate times. But when it's productivity time, when it's time for us to get things done and to accomplish tasks, that's when we want to be very, very, very cautious about those time stealers because you can just say, oh, let me check and see. Oh, I got an Instagram notification. Let me check my Instagram. And then it's like 3 hours later. Isn't that the SpongeBob thing? 3 hours later, you know, we don't want that to be us, right? We want to have a little bit more balance and a little bit more self-control, which it takes intentionality. I'm not going to lie to you. It takes intentionality, but we can enjoy those things in moderation. I know that some people said that they made their phone like monochromatic. There's a way that you can do that. And so they noticed that by doing it, it took all the colors out. So everything was like kind of grayscale. And it was like, oh, it's not really all that awesome because they were like, maybe all of those colors on the phone were being overly stimulated. Let me ask you a question because this may be an indication of being distracted. Have you ever found yourself opening up your phone or going to your phone for something and unintentionally opening up an app that you had no intention of opening, that could be something you may want to just kind of monitor, and maybe put some elements in place. And I know there are ways that you can monitor your activity on your phone. I use two different phones, one for business, one for personal. But one of my phones will tell me, you use like an hour more this week than last week. And I don't know, it's a setting that they already put on there. But that's something that's good for us to know. And it can help us to make sure that we are being balanced. And I think even with some apps now, in some of those social media apps, you can maybe have it shut down. I think on Apple too, they have some features where you can shut stuff down, or you can have it go into do not disturb at a certain time. So there are options there. And I just want you to make sure that your time is being used the best way that it can be. I want 2023 to be your best year ever. And again, I want you to be intentional about how you use your time. And with that being said, that is it. Make it a great day.